In the sky by the bay, where the seagull songs play, the seahorse waving where the setting sun lay, and the sea songs sing of the sea feeling thing, the skull in the autumn, what mercy that bring. False call breeze.
When we were kids, me and my brother and our neighbors, we invited the neighborhood, maybe like 8 people showed up, and we were just singing along to a boombox. Pots and pans drums, and my brother had a Kleenex box guitar that didn't make any noise. That was my first concert for real, but it seemed like totally enough. I guess at one point it was more kind of like constant motion and not really worrying about settling down anywhere. I had worked lots of different jobs like assisted living, did some landscaping, and then I got a job at the liquor store. It was kind of where all the looser people in town were employed. Styrofoam cup with a beer in it at the cash register, for sure. All these kind of free-spirited people that seemed to be maybe passing through, or people that lived on the street. They seemed less concerned with stuff that started to seem artificial to me. And I think maybe being exposed to them gave me a little bit of courage as far as, well, I've got it pretty good. I'll try and live in my camper shell and focus on my free time, focus on my music.
When the rising tide is rowdy and the summer crowd is crowdy, I feel your leaves cover with the sidewalk and seams woken your beam.
I think freeing myself, I had some of the most elated times when you feel like you're kind of beating the system, having more fun, feeling just kind of in touch with the world and not so closed off from it. And I think that inspired wanting that same connection with a band.
Last is dying, and the truth in me is trying to see what
I think it's important to have a challenging time playing music. I try to keep the band relationship almost tenuous. Like, we've got it for now and that's all we know. Making the songs new every time we play them, there's no way to rehearse it. It's just kind of always doing it. I think maybe I might have cursed myself with this weird thing. It's like a happy curse, really trusting the spontaneity and really trusting the rush of the moment, and like dumped over the whole thing and let it fall into the ocean and then walk away empty-handed in this kind of like maybe shedding of possessions or something. To me, it's easier to maintain this kind of a lifestyle that's in flux than doing the same thing every day for the rest of my life. Maybe not as steady a pay as a regular job, but that sounds scarier to me. I can admit it now. It was a little embarrassing at the time. I did get into the MySpace game pretty much after it was over. I think right after the horn went off and everyone left MySpace, it became pretty much mine for the taking.
He invited me to his cardboard chalet. Better time could not be had at say, though we'd messed up so many other times.
Notice there's not enough storytelling going on in this day and age. Everyone thinks I'm crazy, but I have said and I will continue to say, more storytellers at like 1 in the morning at 7-Eleven. As we both live and try to give a name to what we'll find. I thought it long, I thought it hard, I thought for so much time. I feel different when playing in a way that I know doesn't last. Being closer to the audience physically, you know. I gave into the words I thought would bind. The greatest thing is when a song doesn't feel old. And I've been playing some of the songs for 8 years or something like that. And the fear and stage fright, but the allure of getting up in front of people and being on the spot still feels the same. It was all poor and it was fine. I waited on the door that wasn't mine. My name's Kyle Field. I started the band called Little Wings. I like what I do because it keeps on changing with my life as I grow older. You waited on the door that wasn't mine. I said it was all fine when it was pure. You said it was all pure and it was fine. I waited on the door